Hey guys. Hey Kenny. Thank you, Kenny, for my in one. Here come the kitties. Okay, baby. Gotta get down. Get down. Hi guys. It is hump day, right? Is it Wednesday already? I can't believe it's Wednesday already. Oh my goodness. And it's gonna rain this afternoon, so it's warm in here. I had to bring the fan back in here. But I am making progress in this room. I am making progress, although one of my shelves collapsed this morning. I redid my bookcases and one of them collapsed, so I got to redo it. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Thanks, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Come on a little early, so I can say good morning to everybody. So hope everybody's having a good week. Kimberly, Kayla, Darla, Nashwa. Let's see. Hi, Beady Eye Beth. Beady Eye Beth is making some more pretty rock. No, baby, get out of there. Get out of it. No, get out of there. Making some more pretty painted rocks. I saw that last night, I think. Lisa, Anya, Pamela, Cheryl, Artful. Hi, guys. Cassandra. Hi, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Let's see, Debbie. This is that journal I was telling you about on your show, Kathy. I don't know if you've seen it before. I'm going to show it again because y'all were talking about it. And look what Janet sent me. 2 huge golden mat mediums. Oh my gosh. So Janet sent me this for my birthday. Here come the kitties again. Hi, Ian. And if y'all don't follow Ian, follow him on Facebook because he always posts some really good art. Let's see, who else am I seeing? Haley, or is that Holly? Hi, Louise, Natalie, Kimberly. Yeah. Oh, hi, Terry. Thank you, guys. Yeah, then the next couple days I'll be working on getting out some Happy Mail. So I know, right? I know. And I do have my window open, so you'll probably hear some traffic. It's not like a high traffic street, but let's see. You remember this journal, Teresa? Yeah. Well, Kathy, what I did on my birthday, other than listening to you and Colleen, I had an appointment in the morning, and then I had you two on in the background while I was moving books downstairs. Because I'm taking all my art books, not my art journals and not my color books, but all my art books, which consisted of a lot of shelves. I'm taking all those art books downstairs to my library. So when I get my new shelves from Denise, I'm going to shuffle some of this stuff from the library into the man cave, and then I'll have room for the art books in the library, hopefully. So I'm making room. I can actually walk around in here. The only thing on the floor now are my portfolios. Well, other than like my Rascarts, stuff like that. But the only thing really on the floor, I got one big collage. Well, I do have a couple stacks of collage bins, but that's almost like 2 towers. They don't count as something on the floor. But I got all the books. I got all the books up off the floor. So that's what I did all day. I moved books all day long, which that was fine. That to me, that's a good birthday. That's a good birthday. So hi, Molly. Anybody else popping in? So I do have some. I want to thank some people when we get going a little bit for some more birthday gifts that came in. And yeah, I've been busy, Kathy. Annie, Dan, and Logan are coming the first week of April. So I want this room done by then. Everything else in the house, other than the library shuffling stuff, is ready for them to visit. And yeah, exactly, Louise. But this room, it's just like my haven. Nobody's ever really in here unless they come visit. I close the door, so it's never something that really anybody sees, unless I have family come over. So I wanted to get it done before April. And it's going to take me a couple months. If I do it by myself and do it slow and go through all my stuff, and it's going to be a big job. So, okay, thanks, Nancy. Hi, Ro. So if y'all are just joining us for the first time or watching the recording, I do spend some time first thing saying good morning to everybody and chit-chatting. Hi, Skinny Cat. And so if you don't want to see, or listen to the chat or read the chat, because the chat does stay up, then just fast forward. Don't email me. Hi, Julie Topaz. So Julie does remember. She remembers this journal. I saw her mention it in Kathy's show yesterday. I might have to turn that fan down. I had it in here to cool off my room, but it's making me get stopped up. Let me just turn it. Let me just get it out from blowing in my face. It's making me get stopped up. Hi, Janet. Yeah, I am excited to see him, and hopefully we'll have time to do it, at least, do a little stream. Well, yes, it did, and I also don't tell Colleen, but I bought one. I might get it, guys. I might do a giveaway with it, but I did buy one of those journals that Colleen enabled yesterday. I don't know if it'll be here. It should probably be here by Friday, maybe. So by next Monday. So if y'all haven't seen Kathy Berg and Colleen, the scrap chick, they alternate before weeks. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for the super chat. Number 1 fan. Thank you, Ashley. I'm gonna write it down so I can make sure and send out happy mail. And you know what our Picola did? She's not here yet, so I'm gonna brag on her. She made me a list of all the super chats from my birthday, so I could have a list, and she messaged them to me. I tell you that Picola, she's like this on it. So anyway, Kathy Berg and Colleen alternate. The scrap chick is Colleen. Alternate every Tuesday morning and every Thursday morning. They switch. They StreamYard together, and so one day it's on Kathy's, one day it's on Colleen's, and then sometimes on a Friday night. Don't y'all sometimes stream on Friday nights? I don't ever make that one live. I make the day one sometimes if I'm home. Like yesterday, I missed some of it because I had an appointment, but then I got there and had y'all on in the background while I was shuffling books. So thank you. Thanks so much, Ashley. That's sweet. And y'all, and y'all make sure and try to find people and follow them on Instagram. If they don't have a YouTube channel, go find them on Instagram. I don't do Facebook that much anymore, so I'm mostly on YouTube and Instagram. So if you're sending me a friend request on Facebook, I'm all my stuff is public already, guys. All my art's public. I don't need to follow you or you follow me to see all my art and stuff. I just don't talk much over there. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So yeah, I just don't. I don't know. It's too hard to find people. Nobody ever pops up in my feed on Facebook. So I'm really not on Facebook that much. I am on Twitter. That's where I do most of my talking. Well, no, I do most of my talking here, but I do a lot of talking over on Twitter. But YouTube is where I do most of my interaction with you guys. And then Instagram, I do follow a lot of people on Instagram. And so if y'all want to follow me on Instagram, look up Inky Well, INKI Inky Well or Dee Dee Willingham. You find me either one. And more likely than not, if you are an art channel, now if you don't have any posts at all, I'm probably not going to follow you. But if you have any kind of art or photography or, any kind of crafts or anything like that, then I'll follow you on Instagram. So, follow me on Instagram and I'll more than likely follow you back on Instagram. So let's see. Who else am I missing? Cheryl. I said hi to Janet. Thank you, Janet. I'm going to sit here and pet. I told Janet, I said, I was really, my bottle of Matte Medium was getting low. And I thought, well, I think there was a 50% off coupon last week at Michael's. And I said, well, I'll just wait. I didn't feel like going. And I'm glad I did now because look, look what Janet sent me for my birthday. Yeah, BDI Beth said Instagrams are happy. Let me go ahead and go over there to BDI Beth real quick because I want to show y'all. She makes awesome jewelry and she also does these painted rocks. And they're so pretty. She makes look at this ladybug. So yeah, follow BDI Beth over there. Bye, Barbara. Thanks for popping in. Hi and bye. Hi, Lori. Thanks for the good morning meme this morning. So hi, Gaga. Joey. Anybody else? Journey. Hi, guys. Hi, MB. So anybody else I missed? I know. And Ashley, I follow Ashley over there. So again, guys, follow each other on Instagram because, most everybody's on Instagram. Not everybody, but, hi, Elaine, Cynthia, Diane. So, so I'm going to show some of, I did get some other happy mail yesterday. I got some awesome. I got some Amazon gift cards. I got one from Katie in Alabama. I got an Amazon gift card from her. Orla sent me 2 Visa gift cards. So, and I don't think Orla will be here, but Orla, if you're watching later, thank you so much. And I did text you or messaged you. So thank you so much. And Katie. Let's see who else is popping in. Hi, Lady Jan. I got her package. Guys, when and I wouldn't have had time to show it to you on Monday anyway, but at the very end, when I said all the mail's here and I didn't think Lady Jan's package arrived, well, it was in the mailbox. When I went downstairs, Hubster goes, you got a package. Well, I wouldn't have had time to open it and do it justice on Monday anyway, because Denise was here and Cam, I had to go feed them grilled cheese. So they didn't get to stay but an hour. So I wanted to make sure and spend time with them, but I did open the box. I'm going to read the letter. And it was so funny because I didn't open the box while Denise and Cam were here, but I opened the letter that was there with the box. And so in the letter, it started talking about, and I was reading it out loud while Denise and Cameron were eating. So I was reading this letter out loud, and Denise goes, how did she say it? I wrote it down because it was so funny. Denise goes, so I was reading the letter and telling all, and Jan was telling all the stuff that was in the box and read the letter first and do this and do that. And Denise said, dang, Mom, me and my friends, we struggle to send out a group email. Happy birthday. So I wrote that down and it's going in my wingnut. It's going in my wingnut book. Denise made the wingnut book. I thought that was so funny. So yeah. But anyway, so I'm gonna show that here in a minute too. Well, it was funny when she said it. She said it funnier than me. Well, anyway, so yeah, so let's see what else. So thank you, Orla and Katie. And let's see, I think I had something from somebody else here too. Oh, Scooby. Scooby, thank you so much. Scooby sent me a birthday check. Thank you, Scooby. And Kenny sent me a birthday PayPal. I'm not going to tell you how much it was. Thank you, Scooby and Kenny. Oh my gosh. And Orla, all y'all, thank you so much. And I got the little birthday thing, like Janet sent me this, the little birthday who sent it. So those are going to go in my not my wingnut book, my fibs journal. That's going to go in there. And let's see, what else do I have here to show? I have little stacks of stuff. This goes in this journal. I want to make sure and get everything in the right journals, because I'll tape those in the journals. And then another thing that's going in my journals when I show, I'll show this when I show Jan stuff. The card Jan here. How did we go? We went kind of wonky here, guys. What happened? Are we still here? Did we bleep? If we blipped, guys, make sure and check your settings. Okay, am I okay now? My computer blipped. Let's make sure we're here now. Test. Okay, we okay now? It just blipped for a minute. If it blipped on YouTube, make sure you check your settings that it didn't knock you back to 144. Okay. Okay, because it blipped on my end. So Jan sent me this card, and then I kept some of the little things off of the little air mail, her little quail mail. And so this is going to go in the, that'll go in the, the Fibs journal. So I got to put that up there to put in the Fibs journal. And I'm trying to keep it neat as I go because I'm redoing it in here. You're okay. Your audio is goofy, but you're good now. Okay. So, and then I'm going to show my jean journal here. This is a jean junk journal that I made a few years ago. And it's been, I don't know, it's been probably a couple years. I forget when I show things because I'll do a rabbit trail and show something again. And then I can't remember when I showed it last. But I'm going to show my junk journal, jean journal. And while I sit here and pet my golden matte medium, y'all know, guys, back in the day when I first started streaming, golden matte medium was my treat every month. Now, I never bought this big of a jar. I bought the smaller ones for myself. And I'll tell y'all the golden story. The golden story. And so anytime I had a coupon, because I went through at least one a month, right? So that was my haul videos were golden matte medium, because that was my supply. If I couldn't have anything else, I'd have a heat gun, my golden matte medium, and some kind of acrylic craft paints. And I could do it. I could do it, guys. I could do it. Of course, pencils and some pens, but so I had to have, my golden matte medium. Okay, baby, little prince, have to get down. And so anyway, golden, and they still might have it, guys. You'll have to check with at Golden. Golden had an artist help program. And so I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and apply to this. She's back. I mean, I just can't keep her away from these cords. And I'm gonna lock you out, baby girl. You can't get next to the cords. So I went online and found Golden's artist help program. And they want you to be able, if you're at the time, it was if you were a blogger, if you did any kind of tutorials or anything. And I was already streaming at the time. So I put down my stream name and, all my information. It was a couple of pages that you had to fill out. And so you filled out all this information about what kind of art you did. How did you use matte medium? How do you use Golden products? And I went and I just wrote all about how I did golden matte medium. I didn't really want, I mean, not who wouldn't want free paint and stuff, but I didn't really need any paint. I didn't need any watercolors or acrylics or brushes or anything like that. So, but I really always could use Golden Matte Medium. Hi, Scooby, I just said thank you to you for my birthday check. Thank you so much, Scooby. Very thoughtful, very generous. Thank you so much. And so I wrote to Golden and told them, I put links to my everything. At the time, I had a blog as well. I still have a blog, but I don't post to it. I put links to my Ustream at the time, my Ustream channel, and filled out all the information and sent it in. Well, they got back to me. Now, the only caveat, oh, look, she looks like she's standing up like a little, no, you can't go that way. You look like a meerkat. Go this way to go play with your brother. So, what was I going to say? Oh, sorry, the cat's distracted for a second. So, so the only caveat is with the Golden products, it was at the time, hi, Shauna, at the time was you had to pay the postage, right? You had to pay the postage for the products, but they would send you the products for free. So I filled out all the information and sent it to them. And it may still be going. You might want to check with Golden or other companies that might do the same thing. And so thank you, Scooby. Yeah, it was only an hour. They only could stay an hour. Yeah, they only could stay an hour. And so they contacted me and said, so the shipping was going to be $25. So I called them, or I think I called them and gave them my, my credit card information and stuff like that, so that to pay for the shipping. And maybe about a week later, 2 big boxes. I'm talking like 2 feet by 2 feet by 3 feet, something like that. 2 big boxes came. Now this is not this. It was a little bit littler size. This is a 32 ounce. It might have been this size. There were like, I don't know, 12 in each one, 12 of these in each box, 12 32 ounce jars of Golden Matte Medium in each box. And I got to say, guys, that was that was, a few years ago, but I have used all of it. I've used 24 jars of Golden Matte Medium. More than that, because after I ran out of that, I've used a gallon jug. I've used smaller bottles. But I've probably used all total probably 3 cases of Golden Matte Medium in 9 years of streaming time. So anyway, so I was running low, and Janet didn't know I was running low. I didn't say anything. So, but these came in the mail for my birthday. These came yesterday from Janet. So thank you, Janet. And thank you, Scoobs and Kenny and Katie and Orla and everybody that sent me gift cards and PayPals, and then all you guys that super chatted me on my birthday. Thank you so much. So I appreciate it so much. So we'll go ahead and get started. I know, right? So I'm going to show this Gene journal here in a minute, but I'm going to show Lady Jan's box that she sent me. So let's see if I can get this in a card. And in the card, there's an actual, she's in Quail Hill. That's the name of her land or property or space, her homeland. In Canada. So she calls it Quail Hill. So anyway, she sent this beautiful little card right here with the real quail feather. Hi, Karen. Hi, anybody else that came in that I missed while I was telling my story. So then a little, this little cards here with different, here's a little coffee plant. This reminds me of my Cadfael book. And if you missed it, Janet, I just told how when I was showing some of the stuff from Lady Jan, Denise goes, in my group of girls, we have trouble sending a group e-card. So anyway, there's the coffee plant. So I just love this. She had these little cards tucked in here. And this little band was wrapped around some other things over here. So here are some of the things. Let me get the letters here. Let's see if I got it in order here. So she says, Dear Miss Dee Dee, I'm going to read. Y'all just get a cup of coffee and sit back and enjoy for a minute. Dear Miss Dee Dee and Sister Februarian, happy trip around the sun and happy birthday month as well. Last year when I sent you the Cadfael Pocket Erbium thingamajiggy, I noticed that you took great delight and a certain amount of girlish glee, LOL, in folding and unfolding the Turkish folded Crusader map. Your, wait for it, still gives me and Joycey, as she would say, the giggle snorts. Therefore, I've included in this packet, okay, a napkin. Let me get all the stuff over here. It's all out of order now because I pulled it all out. So let me put this back on here. Hang on. Let me put the lid back on the ladybug here. Okay, so let's see. And the candles were in this cute little funny trigger box. And I did burn the birthday candle one, Janet, clutch your pearls. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if I can find everything again. A napkin wrapped impossible box tied with the ladybug ribbon. So the napkin wrapped impossible box. So this is what I'm thinking is the impossible box. Because she had these little tea light candles in it, and she told me to burn the one with the gold on it because it had the little birthday message on the inside. But all these were stacked up. These were stacked up inside this box. Look how I don't even want to mess with it, but look how this box works. Look at this. So that opens up and the tea light candles were inside there. And so she said it included that. You hold the bottom gently with one hand and pull the lid with the other. I finally figured it out. I was afraid I was going to break it. So I was going like this and I saw the candles in there, but I was afraid I was going to break it. So I don't know if Jan has information on how to build that or not, but look at that. Isn't that awesome? It's like a little puzzle box. Then she said, gently pull on the lid. It should slide apart. Don't email me, LOL. And that's where she said I'd find the tea candles. I'm calling them positively tea. Hang on, guys. Get a sip of coffee here. I haven't got my voice going yet. For when you light them, the wax melts and reveals a hidden message. Please light the top one first with the gold washi around its side, which I did. And it has the little birthday thing in there. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Let me mute myself for a second. I shouldn't have put that fan blowing in my face. I moved my, it's really hot in here because it's getting ready to rain and it's humid and it's hot. So I put my fan in here and it's blowing my face and it's making me cough. So I moved the fan. So I lit the top one first. Other items, a sock monkey clip. How could I not send you this to keep your sock monkey happy? So it's like a little clip in there. You can let's see here. Let me find something. Let me find a piece of something. Well, let's get a Post-it. So you can put your paper in there, like hold it. See? A little sock monkey clip. Vintage Lindt chocolate ladybug. So here's this. Look, this how cute this is, guys. And her little wings open up and there's the chocolate inside. Isn't it cute, guys? It's just like a little treat to open each little thing, right? So it's a little box with the wings that open up. Isn't that cute? And then let's see. And inside there was this, I don't know if she's mentioned this yet. I'm trying to do it in order. So she said, when we first met on Ustream, you were doing illustrations of water drops and ladybugs. I remember typing into chat, feeling like an idiot. Could you please do that ladybug again so I could see the steps and technique? You graciously drew it. I've never forgotten that generous gift of time and talent. Thank you. Number 4, various napkins and ephemera. 100-year-old book page. So here, I saw that word. Here it is. 100-year-old book page. Rose scented coffee filters. Where's my rose scented coffee filters? Here we go. Rose scented coffee filters. And then a beeswax wrap. Now, this was what was kind of confusing to me. So this is like a cloth, like a paper cloth. I mean, cloth, like fabric. That's what fabric, and it's dipped in beeswax. The whole thing is waxy. It's a beeswax, right? So the whole thing is a beeswax, and she says, handmade rose pattern cotton square coated in food grade beeswax to be used as a sandwich wrap in place of a plastic baggie. You wrap your sandwich in it and sealing it with the warmth of your hands. So when you wrap your sandwich in it, and I don't know how she finds these old I don't say tricks. I don't know what you'd call them, old methods before there were baggies. So you put your sandwich in it, you wrap it, and then you take your hands and you rub it, and it will seal it. So isn't that so clever? That's so clever. I don't know how she finds these old things to do. We know how much you love abandoned places. Well, have I got a story for you about our Kinsol, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that, Kinsol Trestle, a local abandoned site and its miraculous restoration. I put together a small photo album. Where's that? Where's the photo? Where's my photo album? Where'd it go? Here it is. She has another little note here. So I put together a small photo album along with its story. So here's the story. So I'm going to do this last. So this is the restoration of the Kinsol. Let me show you the trestle here. The Kinsol Trestle, a local abandoned site. It's miraculous restoration. So I'm going to put that aside for a minute. Mini composition book with a heart paper clip. Got that. And another little floral. The paper clip for the sock monkey so he can take part. And then she sent some different napkins here, a coffee napkin, a rooster napkin. She sent all these other little napkins here included. So, for our napkin journal. I'd best close this off so I can post it in hopes of it landing on your doorstep in a timely manner. I do appreciate that. One of the best things about the winter months, and trust me, there's not a lot of the best. In fact, the February brings birthdays of relatives and friends. It's the brief beam of sunlight that illuminates the last bit of the year and secretly whispers to our hearts, spring is almost here. Blessings of the upcoming springtide, Lady Jan, Mr. Bear, Misty, and in quotes, the world's oldest cat, according to Barb, Quentin, that's the quail, who wanted to give you a few feathers for your birthday that I showed you inside the card, and his quail cohort, Jan. So that was my letter. And so this will go in my fibs journal. This will go in my fibs journal, Jan. So everything was just so nice. And then the ladybug ribbon that was wrapped around the box. And it's just all so special. And here's a little matchbox thing here with some little papers in the little matchbook here. And the scented rose, what do you call it? Coffee filters and 100-year-old book page. All of it's just so special, Jan. Thank you so much. And the little, I'm not. Is there something in the bottom of these tea lights too? So, and these were all just stacked up inside the little box. And this box, again, I don't know how it's made, but look at that. Isn't that just so? Oh, just can't. It's just like it's like the Cadfael book. There's so much to it. So let me go ahead real quick and show you the abandoned, restored, miraculous 4-year restoration of Cowichan Valley's Kinsol Trestle from 2007 to 2011. So we're going to do a little history here, which y'all know I love my history. Every candle does have a message. Okay. Thank you, Jan. It's so sweet. Hi, Beth. Thank you so much. And anybody else I miss? Hi, Colleen. Oh, I know, right, Colleen? Oh, and Colleen, you weren't here a minute ago, but look, here's my gene journal I'm going to show. And I am going to say, I did watch you and Kathy yesterday and watch you put together your gene journal. I did order one. You book enabler, you. So I'm going to show that in a minute. Okay, this week. Last one. Oh, here comes the babies. Okay, hang on, babies. Can't go over by the cords. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you guys and show I don't know if I'm going to show them in order, but we'll see here. I mean, they're in order, but as we go. The Kinsale Trestle, also known as Coxsackie, she did put the phonetics there. Coxsackie River Trestle is a wooden railway trestle located in Vancouver Island, north of Shawnigan Lake, British Columbia. It provides a spectacular crossing of the Coxsackie River. Completed in 1920, its dimensions measure 144 feet high, 617 feet long, making it the largest wooden railway trestle in the Commonwealth of Nations, one of the highest railway trestles. Trestles. I thought she was calling it trestles. Trestles in the world. It was built as part of a plan to connect Victoria to Nootka Sound, passing through Coquitlam Lake. No, this one's Coquitlam Lake and Port Alberni. When forestry had gained some ground in Vancouver Island and a more efficient way to transport the region's timber was needed. It was named for a grandiose failed mining adventure called King Solomon's Mine, located nearby, Kinsale. When Mr. Bear and I moved here in 2007, we took a trip out to see Kinsale Trestle and found a sad and sorry sight. The middle section part of the trestle had disappeared, and timbers were burned away by vandals who decided to light a fire on top of the supporting timbers. Luckily, the fire was spotted and water bomber doused the flames, so the remaining timbers were saved. However, now came the hard community decision. Do we save it or demolish it? The Cowichan, I know I'm saying all these wrong. The Cowichan Valley Regional District held a special meeting on June 7th, 2007 to determine the fate of the Kinsale. During this meeting, the CVRD board received presentations from a local firm that specialized in building conservation. McDonald and Lawrence Timber Framing Ltd. Proposed a conservation strategy that would see the bridge fully restored for pedestrian use as part of the Trans-Canada Trail Network. I don't know if y'all are talking to me in chat. I'm not looking at chat. M&L is locally established in Cobble Hill, a community close to Shawnigan Lake and the Kinsale, and is also world-renowned, having built or restored many unique structures in Great Britain, including Windsor Castle after the disastrous fire, for which they received a commendation from Queen Elizabeth. After drilling some test holes in the remaining timbers, they pronounced the timber sound, and a plan was put forward to replace the remaining timbers. The bill for the restoration would be $5.7 million. This meant fundraising, and our community stepped up. For the next 3 years, 1/3 was raised by the CVRD, 1/3 was raised by provincial government, and I am very proud to say the remaining 1/3 was raised by individuals at fundraisers and dinners and events. All told, we covered the $5.7 million that was needed, and on July 28th, 2011, the Kinsale Trestle was officially reopened. It is one of the first things we proudly took our visitors to see. And now I'm going to show you the little picture she has here. It's like a little book here. So the Kinsale Trestle, let's see if we can see it here. 1950, there's a lumber train. Here's at 1979, the last train before closure. The Kinsale Trestle 2006, abandoned and vandalized. Then here it is, 2007, the first survey. Can it be saved? 2007, timber testing. Can it be restored? Kinsall Trestle, 2010, yes, timber replacement begins. Isn't this interesting? Look at all the work she put into this. Kinsall Trestle, 2010, ongoing timber restoration replacement. 2011, open with new deck and guardrails. 2018, deck walkway. 2019, the aerial shot. From Kinsall Trestle, 2007, from abandoned and unloved to this. What a glorious historical save. And it's just in a little book. I wonder if I could do a little flip and put it on Instagram. I'll have to see, Lady Jan. I'll have to see if I can do a little flip and put it on Instagram. You got like a minute or something to do one. So I'm going to try to do that. So thank you so much. Isn't that awesome? Right, Nanamo? So thank you so much for all of it, Jan. Every bit of it. Anybody want a candy? Oh, wait, one more thing. Then she also sent me these little ladybug earrings. And these are made on Vancouver Island. Growing up on the shores of Potter Lake, Saskatchewan, the artist discovered his love of nature. He went on to major in art at the University of Saskatchewan and now lives on Vancouver Island, where he has turned his love into these miniature creations. Every piece is handcrafted and exquisitely painted to bring each one to life. Special lacquers complete the glass-like effect to give you an enduring treasure. So they're like they look like little glass ladybugs. That's so cute. And then she also sent me 2 pieces of amethyst. She sent me 2 pieces of amethyst, which it's like they feel so nice in your hand. And it's like, have you ever heard of worry stones, where you keep something in your pocket or close by? So if you start to worry, you can start take your worry out on the stones. So they're like little worry stones. So you just, but they're beautiful amethyst, which is our birthday stone. So yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dan. That was so nice of you to put all that together, and the way you packaged it all up. I know, right? So sweet. Our Teresa one from Ranger, she put pics up on Twitter. Oh, okay. I'll look at that, Pacola. I know, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dan. I'll be sending you out a thank you as well. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon Son. Thank you. I know, right? Okay, let me look over here. And I see Terry Trouble like something I posted. So we got let's do a shout out real quick to our Terry Trouble, who's still, and I know it's hard to say, still in rehab for her shoulder surgery. That's so hard for me to say, but I'm going to give her, wrong thing. Let's find my, where is it? Oh, my soundboard. There it is. Okay. So hi, Terry Trouble. And now I'm going to go over what Pacola said and look up Teresa. She won apparently Teresa won something from Ranger. Let's see here. Let me go to Teresa. Teresa is the one that sends out all the nice letters every month. At Christmas, I think she was up to like 100 letters. Okay, so so Teresa said, February 2020, I won a prize package from Ranger Inc. Can't read today. from a comment I left on Facebook Live from the Creativation 2020. It's a nice assortment. I didn't have any of these goodies. It includes one of the new Stickle glitter gels. I will probably try that first. So here's what she won. Here, let's see if you can see. Stamps, archival inks, perfect pearls. So anyway, Teresa won a nice assortment from, the one that Ranger does a lot of products. But Tim Holtz was the, like the premier Ranger, I guess you could say. So congratulations. Hi, G. And G, I like to shout you guys out. If y'all don't like to hear this, then just fast forward it. But I like to shout people out and show their work and stuff. So don't email me. Okay, so now all of a sudden, Instagram wants to be slow loading. There we go. So she did some postage stamp doodles here. She did a little video. Let me see if the little video will work. Look at these little postage. It's not wanting to focus. But go over there. There you can see her name there, G. Brody, and go over there. Little postage stamp paintings. Or look how tiny they are. They're smaller. They're postage stamp size. So go over there and look at G's little postage size cactus. They're so cute. Hi, Sally. Thank you. You're a February baby too. Aw, we all celebrate February. February's one of 30. Well, you don't get 30 days. You get 28 or 29 days to celebrate. Your Kraken picture. I don't know that I saw it, Gago Tees. What's your name on Instagram? What's your name on IG? So everybody has different names. I don't want to have to try to hunt you up. Tell me the name. Whoops, let's cancel that. I'll put it in search. So anyway, I really love that story of the trestle restoration, Jan. I'll try to do a little video to post it. Yeah, see, I would not have thought. Okay, you paint. Yeah, I already like the Kraken. She colored the Kraken in the is it in Mythomorphia or Anamorphia? It's in Mythomorphia. Yeah, I did comment on it. I don't know how well we can see. So she colored the Kraken all pinks. Very cool. Good job, Trudy. Ian said, last night on the BBC, there was a live program of live. The first time I've ever seen anything like live draw. You haven't seen that before, Ian? Is it the Sky Art in conjunction with BBC, the Portrait Artist of the Year? And there's the Portrait Artist of the Year. There's Landscape Artist of the Year. I'm following that. Let me think of where I can't. I don't have my other YouTube. I don't have YouTube. What do you call it? Favorites. It's on my laptop, so I can't show it right now. Oh, I know. On Twitter, I did link to it. The Portrait Artist of the Year. It's not that. Okay, then no, I haven't seen it, Ian. So I don't know. BBC does all kinds of awesome portrait in conjunction with Sky Art. Portrait of the Year, Portrait Artist of the Year, Landscape Artist of the Year. So if you haven't seen any of those, either go follow Sky Art or BBC and you'll find them. And if you follow Ian, you might find the one he's talking about. Oh no, I didn't watch it. I was watching The President last night. I didn't see the live drawing show last night, Ian. So no, I was watching the State of the Union. So yeah, I did not watch that. So let's see. JP for you to color. What would I color, Lady Jan? The abandoned you mean that black and white picture? The black and white picture? No, I wouldn't want to color it. I wouldn't want to get it wrong. I'm happy with the photographs, Jan. I'm happy with the photographs. If you're talking about this, no, I don't want to touch that. This is just like it is. But I want to maybe try to do a little video of it on Instagram. I'll do it on my phone and try to do a little flip of it. So yeah. Okay, so I know I'm missing a whole bunch of things in chat. Hi, Jean. Jean, you'll want to go back. Jean's in Canada as well. You'll want to go back, Jean, and watch where I talked about, and I'm sure you know about it, the abandoned trestle, the Kinsall trestle. I did a little flip of Lady Jan's book that she made, photos and her history of it. So you probably know about it already, but go back and watch that, Jean, if you didn't see it. It was an awesome little book and story. Yeah, there's the Potter of the Year too. I've watched 1.5 of those, Linda, because they're on that same channel. Yeah, so I have to catch up on that. And I'm sure there's some more portrait artists of the years already posted on YouTube that I've missed as well. So, yeah, it was the last 15 minutes, Jean. Okay, so now I'm going to thank you. I got my thank you again, Janet. We're going to sit here and pat my golden. So I wanted to show you again my do we lose the light again? There we go. Well, let me just brighten it manually. So I made this a few years ago. I don't even remember how long ago I made it, but I thought, I don't know, we'll see what we're going to do today. I didn't know how long it was going to take to show all my Happy Mail and stuff, but I wanted to do some kind of project for you guys. So I might Throwdown is the pottery one. Yeah. Hi, Kim Al. Hi, Mama 4. And again, thank you all for all the birthday wishes, cards, gift cards, checks, PayPal. Thank you all. I've got everything sitting over here ready to do some Happy Mail for you guys. So thank you so much. So anyway, Colleen and Kathy yesterday on their show, Colleen got well, let me show it to you because I did order one. Janet, I did order it. Colleen made me. Colleen got, and I think Eileen enabled Colleen. So let's see, where is it? Where is it? Why isn't it showing up? Let me go to my orders here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me click on it so I can show you guys. Colleen has got this Jean journal, and it is a Prima Marketing. It's called the Prima Marketing Vintage Vanity Art Journal, 8x10, and it's a Finnabair. It's a Finnabair journal, and it's only got a couple of pictures there, but it's made out of jeans. It's a jean journal. So when she was showing it, hi Stacks. When she was showing it, I said, well, I got a jean journal that I made a few years ago. Colleen couldn't remember it. And I don't know if Kathy could remember it either. So I said, well, I'm going to show it tomorrow. Well, Wednesday. So I said, I'll show it on my next stream. So this is it. It's made out of one of my old pair of overalls. When I used to wear these. And you're not on. So anyway, so it's a junk journal. So I haven't worked in it, but what I thought I would do, I'll look through it. If I can do something with it today, we'll see. Otherwise, Eileen said she's sorry she mentioned this journal. You got you one though, didn't you, Eileen? Didn't you buy yourself one? I think you got yourself one, Eileen. So I don't know why you're sorry you mentioned it. But anyway, so I got the journal. When I get it, if I don't think I'm going to use it, I'll do a giveaway. So our channel here is at 24,900 and something subbies. We're less than 100 subbies away. We're less than 100 subbies away from having 25,000 followers here. So when I get to 25,000 or a week or two after, I'm going to do, I'll do another giveaway. And that giveaway will be leave a comment kind so that everybody that can't be here live can participate in it as well. So it'll be open to international, and it'll probably cost me some to send international if international wins, but it'll be a 25,000 subby celebration. Yeah. 25K subby celebration. Say that 3 times fast. I gotta write that down though. That sounds good. A subby celebration. 25K subby celebration. And so I'll do some kind of a nice giveaway for that. Yeah. So we'll do that. It'll probably be next month. Thanks, guys. And thanks for all the subbies. Thanks to all you guys that follow, like, give me thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up, by the way. All the thumbs up and all the follows and everything like that. Thanks, guys. Yes, thank you. Okay, so this is my old Jean junk journal. Again, made out of, and I made it so that you have the pockets so you can put your supplies in the pockets here. And you open it up with the clasps from the overalls. And what I made of, now it's not the prettiest thing in the world because it's a junk journal, but what I made it out of is one of those office file folders, those brown ones. You can kind of see it there. It's made out of one of those brown office accordion books, accordion files. But what I did is, look, I cut out the accordions and I just put a big paper clip there. And but on those files, I attached. Well, you'll see as we go. So it's a junk journal. That means everything in here is like old greeting cards, old packaging, mail. Yeah, thanks, Kim. And you can make this out of a pair of jeans. This could be the waist of the jeans, and you could use the belt loops. You could use the belt loops. You can there's all ways to do this, guys, right? Okay, so then you open it up. And again, here was the center. And these, what I did is I have the pockets here and both of these flap open. So I have two booklets, if you will, two signatures on each side. And then it all closes up like this and attaches with the clasps, right? So I'm just going to show you some of the things that I have in it. So two of the cards in here were, and I don't know if they still sing or not, but two of the cards in here are the musical cards that the kids sent Hubster throughout the years ago. These are years ago. But anyway, they sent these little cards and they used to, last time I opened it, they still worked. But I put them in here, a dirty dozen or so when I found it. Yeah, exactly, Jean. So let's see. See if they still. It used to play music. Yeah, like I said, it's been years. Let's see if I can get it. But it played a little. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I can't sing, but anyway, it used to play. So there's one, and there's another one in here too. So I had two singing cards, and it's been so long. I made these 8 years ago, and so anyway, old packaging. So you can see all the old packaging here. And so you can cover these. You can cover the packaging with scrap papers. And I did pull some. I didn't know if I wanted to do a little test for you to show you. But you can use the packaging off your food packaging, your buttons and your ribbons. Look, Peeps. I don't remember, Jean. I don't remember whose challenge. No, it wasn't Mitzi. It was now that you mentioned whose challenge it was. I'll think of it in a minute. And so it was what's her, she's not around anymore. She's in Canada. I can picture she's on Instagram still. She has 2 dogs, blonde hair. What's her name? I keep wanting to, it's a name like Lady Jan's name. It's not Lady True North. It's another lady. It's another lady, Jean. Tara. Yes, that's who it was. It was a Tara challenge. Sugared Elephant Tara. Thank you. That's who. No, you can't go to the chords, baby. That's whose challenge. No, you can't go over to the chords. They can usually walk across my desk here, but I got my camera cord and my microphone cord, and they unplugged me. So I can't let them go that away. So anyway, just different packaging, cards. So you can see, you can make a junk journal. Oh, here's the other one. Is this the other one? No, that's not a singing one. There's another singing one in here somewhere. So you can just use whatever, right? And just put together a junk journal. Then you can cover these papers. And I did pull out some papers over here. You can cover them with different papers and make you, I'll try, maybe we'll work on this. Well, maybe we'll work on this. Okay, so then that's one side. Then the other side, same thing, the pockets here, right? These were the butt pockets. And so again, it's just all little food packaging, Seven Gypsies, all kind. Look, see, it's all just little stuff. So you can use this to paper over, paint or paper over. I know, look, envelopes. This one has a little window in it. Postcards. So you can just use any junk that you're going to throw away and put it in a junk journal. And then you can cover all this stuff. Here's the other one. I can hear it wanting to try. It's the theme song from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, but it sounds pretty ugly because it's old. It's barely working. Barely a sad card. Yes. It's a poor sad card now. Gee. So anyway, that is the junk journal. And so what you can do, let's just do something here. I'll do a couple pages and then maybe we can sketch or draw or do some, whatever y'all want to do. I really was hoping today to, show the happy, thank everybody for all their birthday wishes and gifts and cards and super chats and everything. So thank you all so much, guys. Put it out of its misery. Let it shoot itself. So anyway, I pulled out some of this paper that I got at the Hobby Lobby sale. They had now I don't need, and I didn't get many. I got 2 of these beach kits because they were on sale for $2 and change. And there's 2 of them together in here. So I'll flip through. I think I just combined them, but I'll flip through. So you're going to see 4 pages of each, but there's only 2 of each in the kit. And I thought this would be good to use in this junk journal just because it's jeans and beach. And, I thought this would be a cool way to use these. And I cut out a couple of the little cutouts here. So we'll do a little gluing. We'll do a little book work here today. And then we'll see how it goes. And if you want to draw or something, let me know. Okay, so again, they're combined together. So there's 4 of each, but this is 2 kits combined. And then this is the back of the paper. So I love this. So I'm going to just show you all the papers. There's not a lot. There's only 8 papers, but I've got 2 of each. So this is the back of this one. Then there's this one. And the back is this. But doesn't this match well with the jean theme? I don't mean like sassy pants jean. Although this is pretty sassy pants. Yes. Oh, I use my AirPods all the time, Ian. Yeah. Well, there's nothing really to you learning them. You can tap them to go to song, and I haven't tried to use them on my phone, like to talk to somebody on my phone, because usually if someone calls me, I can answer on my watch. If I'm away from something. So I haven't used them to talk to somebody on the phone, but yeah, I use them for my music. Yeah, I do. I love them. I love my AirPods. Thank you, Mark. Thanks, guys. So then here is a lighthouse. I got some of those. In the back side is this sandpaper. 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 And then this is what comes in the kit. So those papers that I showed you, and then a sticker sheet. Well, and two because I have two of the kits. So the sticker sheet, how would you bind the junk stuff? And how did I use the packaging itself. I mean the what do you call it? The file folder. And then I have this side. Well, I'll show you just a second. And then I got these cutouts, which I just showed you. I cut two things out. So I got 4 sheets of that. And on the back is like white weathered wood. So this, again, this was one of those accordion files. The accordion file. So let me tilt it on its side. So it's all attached on the accordion. This is the accordion file part here. They're all attached to the accordion. And it's not pretty. Again, I didn't cover, I didn't complete the inside. Maybe that's where I should start. And then here is the, I took one of the seams off and then I ran it through the 2 buttonholes. And that's how I attach that. You can glue it. You can sew it. This is a no-sew project. There is no sewing in this. It's all either glue or something like this, right? Let's see what I did. I didn't do anything on this side. But it's all it's using the accordion file itself as the binding. Okay, so let's start over on this side. Okay. And let's pick a paper, maybe, because this is the front. So maybe something like the lighthouse right here would be good. I need to pour out some, let me get out. I'm not going to use my matte medium because I got to do this quick. I mean, I want to glue it quick. So I'll just use some tacky glue. Let me get a, and this might be, there we go. I was going to say I might have glued my lid shut here, but I want to just get out some tacky glue here. And I'll just use my finger and glue. So we're going to glue some papers today. It's one Picola, it's one accordion file, but the files, the file pieces themselves are cut out and used as, look, can you see the accordion right there? I don't know if you can or not. So the accordion itself is what I attached all to. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see how we can do this with the glue. So if we put let's just kind of, I'll just do this. Where's the pencil? Maybe a little bigger. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. And you can sand the edges. You can distress ink the edges, which that would be nice too if we got that far. Distress the edges. So let's go ahead, because I'm not probably going to cut this perfectly. So you can always sand or distress the edges to make it neat. It's like a little trick you can do. All right, so like on this side, I should make, do I need 2? Is that going to be the same size? Yeah, I should go ahead and make 2 of these. Let's do the sand. Let's do this sand on the back side. So we'll do that. So we'll at least get a flap done here. And you can all use all these little pieces that you're cutting off on some of the little packaging, right? You can use it on the little packaging. So it's just a way to make a junk journal, or using junk to make a journal. I should say that. Using your junk to make a journal. Hi, Darla. Anybody else I missed? Yeah, I didn't have to make that accordion fold. It's already folded for you in the file folder, right? It's already done. Yeah, I wouldn't want to make it either, Colleen. Okay, let's go ahead. And I could probably add just a little bit of water to this to make it flow just a little better. So let's go ahead. It's not have any room. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I bumped the camera. I'm running out of room. All right, where did I go here? Sorry. And somehow now we're not zoomed in. What the heck? Come on. I haven't zoomed in more? I think I did. Let's zoom in one. It's live, people. It's live. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so now let's go back to gluing this. So when you glue something like this, you really want, if you really want it to be glued well, you're going to want to put your glue on here and on the piece. Now you can just squeeze out the glue out of the jar. It's just easier like this, just to pick some up. You could squeeze it out of the jar and put it on. But even if you do that, you need to mash it out so you don't have lumps. And depending on the thickness of your paper, if you use thin paper, you're really going to see glue lumps. If you just put, a string of glue on there, if you don't mash it out, you're going to see glue lumps. So it's best to do that. And then I'm going to take a lighthouse here, go down here. I need a little bit more water in here. I just need to water it down just a little. A glue stick really I wouldn't trust a glue stick to hold this in a junk journal very, permanently. So it's just best if you want something to last, if you want it to really last, then do this. Then after you make your junk journal, I don't know if any of y'all, I hate to say scrapbooking, but because people don't think that have a negative connotation to it. I don't know why, but they do. But let me get a baby wipe. Photo documentation. You can use this for a photo documentation of a vacation. Okay, so what's going on? Ian said even at 1080p, what's going on? Is something going on, Ian, or did you just accidentally put it in caps? I know you're on your device, so a lot of times you just put it in caps, but I'm just making sure. Everybody good? Are we good, people? It's fine? Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take the lighthouse and put it on here because I got 2 layers of glue. And you can, after you build your junk journal, after you build this, let me get a card here. You can use it for photo documentation of a vacation or whatever you want. This is a beach theme, so you could do your beach trip, or you can do any kind of papers. It doesn't even have to be a theme. It doesn't have to be a theme like beach. It can be whatever, just pretty papers, right? It can just be pretty papers. It's back to good video now. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it just jumps. Y'all make sure if the video does jump, and I don't know if it had to do with me banging on the camera, but if it does jump, make sure that your settings are still at either 1080 or 720p, because it can knock back your settings to a lower, and it'll be pixelated. Okay, so I'm just taking a minute to really mash that on well. Thanks, guys. Hi, Kalora. Anybody else popping in? Okay, so now I've got that done. And again, there's a little bit of a lip there, so I'm going to show you a couple of different things you can do with that. I'll have to get out some ink. Okay, so now here's the back of this. I'm going to do the same thing. I already cut this paper down. I could trim a little bit, just trim a tiny bit. Okay, and again, I'm going to take my glue. So another little bit of water here. I'm just kind of watering it down just a little bit. And you could probably use Elmer's for this. It's just that I happen to use Eileen's tacky glue, but you could use any kind of white school glue or anything for a project like this. I wouldn't recommend a glue stick though. Even though I love my Yoo-Hoo glue sticks, I wouldn't recommend a glue stick for this heavy duty papers, for it to hold up in a junk journal like this, because they're so varied kind of papers and thicknesses, and you really want it to stay glued well, right? And Jean, while you're here, I was going to say, I was telling somebody last week, I think it was, I don't remember days. about your not your junk journal, your musical, your lyrics journal. And if you have a link to that video, Jean, where you've done a flip, of it. I know there's lots of videos where you've worked in it, but do you have can you put your hands on where you've done a flip through it? Thank you, Carla. Carla, you're always so encouraging on this show. Thank you so much. Okay, so there we go. Now I got my baby wipe here, and tacky glue will just roll right off your fingers. Hi, Holly D. Anybody else? Hi, Jonna, sister woman, preppy, crafty girl. Did you see, Jonna, that Colleen showed your the books that she bought from you on her show yesterday? She showed your books on her show. Oh, you're putting a IKEA bed together while you watch it. Okay. Yeah. Well, so Colleen Scrap Chick, was it on Kathy's show? Anyway, it was either on Kathy Berg's show. I think it was on Kathy Berg's show, but Colleen, they StreamYard together. And she showed it. Yeah, she showed it yesterday. Okay, so there we go. So let's make sure it's nice and flat. So now you've got your cover. See, and you want to do that with everything. You want to cover all trashy, funky bits, and you cover them with pretty papers. Then on the edges, let me find I keep a rough emery board. Now, don't use these. This emery board is the kind that's made for acrylic nails, so it's extra. It's almost like sandpaper, but this is perfect for using on your paper crafting. Is the extra rough emery board. Hi, Connie. Good to see you. And then what you can do now, let's see if I can do this. I have to turn it. I'm gonna have to turn it. But you take it and you just take your emery board or sandpaper, whatever, and you just go along the edges, and it makes it rough. I'll hold it up to the camera in a minute. I got to keep turning it, guys. I try to keep it straight under camera, but sometimes you just gotta. And you, roughed it up a little too much there. Gave it an extra cloud. Try to go in one direction, and you can rough up the edges, and then it looks purposefully distressed, right? And you can also use your distress ink pad. So let me hold that up there. See how it looks distressed? Oh, okay, Connie. Well, just lurk as long as you can and hope everything's okay. And then I'm going to turn it over and do the other side as well. And you just want to kind of rough the edges. Again, I've got to turn the whole journal. There we go. I did a little over distress, but I like it. So, oh, okay. Well, I hope that helps you, Connie. I hope that helps. Thanks, Lucia. So there you go. You can see how you can, and you can take more time, take more time. And there is a line right there, and that's because I covered up some jean. So right there is where I covered up the jean part. So, and you can also ink it. So there you go. And then you can put a picture here. Do I have a picture handy? Do I have a picture handy? Oh, let me get one here. It's not a beach picture, but let me get one of pictures of mom out of here, I think. So if you can even do vintage ones, let me get an old picture of mom or. Here's an old picture of mom. So you can see how to make a, and if you don't like to say scrapbooking, a photo. So, and you could use washi tape. I'm not going to put these pictures in this book, but just so that you can kind of see how you could do it. You could put washi tape on the corners, and you can put all your scrapbooking stuff. And this kit also came with these letters, so you can put, like, here's escape. These puffy letters. So you could put let's just do some samples here. So you get the idea, right? You get the idea. I haven't showed any of my scrapbooks in a long time. If anybody of y'all ever want to see some of them again, they're all 12 by 12, so they're massive. My scrapbooks are massive. So yeah, I did that for a lot of years with the family pictures. But anyway, so you can kind of see. So this whole book could be, it could be vintage family pictures. And if you don't want to use the originals, this is an original picture from the 40s. If you don't want to use your original pictures, then make copies. Make copies of your pictures to use in the book, right? All righty. So let's see here. Let's move on over there. You like to see some scrapbooks? Okay, not everybody does, and when I show them, I get the viewership is a little low, but that's okay. I don't mind. We have almost 25,000 subbies, so I don't mind. I don't think the subbies will mind if we show scrapbooks once a year scrapbook show, right? Okay, so you can see we did that page there. Now, I'm not going to sand every page while we're going, but I wanted you to see how you can distress. Okay, Jean, how you can, is that you found the link? Okay, so right there, guys, try to grab that link of Jean's. That is where she does a flip of her art journal that she used song lyrics for. Now you got to remember, our Jean, there was a time she could not even touch paint, and she came so far. Then she went into watercolor, and she took watercolor lessons, and really got into watercolor. Right now she's into knitting. So we're just gonna wait till that phase passes and she gets back to her watercolor. Welcome back. So we're going to hopefully she'll get past the knitting phase of her life and get back to some watercolor. But whatever Jean decides to do, we love our Jean. Okay, so we have all these cutouts as well. Let me just go ahead and cut them out so maybe we can use some of these. We could use some of these and some of the smaller packaging, and I'll trim them out better depending on the size. I just want to cut them down so we'll have them handy. So this is a way for you to use your junk journal, your junk journals. I'm sure a lot of y'all have more than one. So if you want to do photo documentation and don't want a typical scrapbook, then make you a junk journal out of just all kinds of packaging and whatever, and then glue your pretty papers over the top. And then do your photo documentation. Y'all are going to get tired of hearing me saying that. Do your photo documentation over that. Welcome from Greece, Krissa. Thank you. Thank you, Krissa. So, all right. So there's a page. So let's see over here. Maybe one of these. And you can also, all right, let's do this part of a little project as well. I mean, you could do this. Since we're doing white, we're doing white borders because of the beach theme. You could take some white paint. We'll do this. And you could use a sponge or a brush. I'm just going to use my fingers. And if you wanted to do a piece of one of your papers and it's just a little too small, right? It's a little too small, then just go ahead and paint. And you could paint with your fingers, your brush, a sponge, whatever. And I'm just going to paint the edges. And you could do that on your, instead of sanding, you could also just, uh, kind of just like you would inking the edges, but you could paint the edges like this. I'm trying to give y'all as many tips as I can. I always try to do that, guys. Try to show y'all as many tips, anything that comes to my mind. I'm telling you, I'm sharing it as I go. I don't have secrets. Well, I have a couple, but not too many. I don't have too many art secrets. I try to show y'all everything I know. So yeah, something like that. Again, you could add more. You could add more around the edges. All right, now I do have to get my heat gun out though, because we don't want to sit and watch paint dry. And my heat gun here, which is, I don't know, 25 or 30 years old, has held up. This is the old Marvy Uchida ones, the first generation of heat guns, crafting heat guns. And it's still holding up. Hi, Gina. Did I say good morning to you, Kenny? Yeah, I did. You were one of the first ones. Hi, Faithful Mess. Okay, so we're doing a junk journal photo documentation book. Okay, so now once you have that, you can take, I don't want that. I think I want this one, Breathe in the Ocean. And you got to decide which way you want it to flow. I think do I want it facing in? What do y'all think? Do I want it facing in or do I want it facing out? I think I want it facing in, but what do y'all think? Should the words be facing out or should the words be facing in? Face the photo? To face the photo, I think it should be in. I don't know if anybody's paying attention to me. Out. Okay, Colleen said out. Someone said in. I think facing in, if this is going to go with this, then you'd probably want it facing in, right? Yeah, I think so. All right, sorry, Colleen. So now I'm going to go back to my glue here, and I'm going to put the glue. Again, I need to keep it kind of wet here, so keep using it. But if you want, I'll show y'all a scrapbook or two. Mind you, they're big. They're all 12 by 12. I have 25 of them. I won't show you all 25. Oh, and look, the back of this is pretty too. That might be pretty as well. But I got some more of this paper, so we'll do that. We'll do a word on this one. I won't show you all 25. I won't make y'all. Mom's her new little puppy. So adored. She's loving her little puppy. She said that the smallest dog collar won't fit her. She's going to have to get her a cat collar. She's going to have to get her dog a cat collar. There's a white edge there rather than the cardboard edge. Now I could have done this as well. I'm going to show you both ways. You could just glue it on the cardboard and then take your white paint and go around the edge and cover up any cardboard, right? So you could do it either way. Depending on, I guess it just depends on how much space you have, what's easiest. Okay, so you can do that. Like that. Yes, she got a puppy. I did show a picture. Oh, hang on, Jean. Let me clean the paint off my fingers and I'll get the picture out of my phone. It's a half Shih Tzu, half um, Pom. I keep wanting to say pomegranate. Half Pomeranian. Let me get a picture here. Let's see. Is it in my photos? Hang on, Jean. And she's very tiny. She looks kind of big in this picture, but well, let me see if I have the picture of mom holding her. Hang on. Yeah, here. You can see how little she is in mom's hand there. Oh, the light. Let me go back to the other picture. And this is a close up of her. Sorry, but the light's right above me there, guys. You know what? Maybe that's probably part of my problem. I have the overhead light on. I normally don't have the overhead light on. There we go. That's better. There we go. Isn't she cute? Look at that sweet little face. I know. Melting. I know, right? Oh my goodness. Mandy. Her name's Mandy. Yeah. Her name is Mandy, Jean. I know. Okay, so now, let me hit this with the heat gun here. Okay, so now we got another page done. So again, you put your photos however you want. Now we got another packaging, and some of these I've got extra tape on. If you're worried about it not holding up well, put some extra tape on it. It's fine. Here, let me get mine. Oh, where is it? Put some extra masking tape to hold everything extra good, extra good, extra well. Like this, before you start papering it, just to make sure that it's really sturdy, because you're going to cover all that up, right? What did Faithful say? There's no such thing as an ugly baby unless you're a spider. Then you're just ugly by default. Good one, Faithful. So, yeah, you can. Okay, so now let's do another one here. Let's see. Let's do maybe this one because we know that size kind of fits. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put some paint down around the edge. And again, you can put some on just to cover up the edges, and then you can put some on the edge. You can do it, both. All right, so there we go. Let's just cover up the white edges here, or cover up the cardboard edges. And you could put mixed media paper in here. This would be a cool way to have all different sizes of mixed media paper, and then you could work on top, art journal or sketch on top of nice mixed media paper. But what this does, it gives it a sturdiness. This gives it a nice sturdiness, like a book, like a heavy duty book. Thanks, guys, for the thumbs up and everybody that's here. I know it's not everybody's favorite thing, but, it is some people's favorite thing. So we're going to do it for those that like it. Okay, so now, I got a little bit more drying. Hang on. All right, so now let me go back to the glue. We do a little bit of everything here, guys. So if you're new to the channel or just, watching for the first time, or whoops, got glue over there, or just stop by and you're seeing a live notation in YouTube, we do a little of everything here. We do paper crafting, but mostly we do collage, drawing, color book pages. What else? We do a little of everything. That's the way we roll. Lots of rabbit trails, that's for sure. Lots of rabbit trails. But it's fun. And we try to keep it positive and keep it on creativity. If you want to talk other topics, I mean, not that we never do, but for the most part, we try to keep it art related. And that way, if you want to talk anything else, we can all, go over to Twitter or some other place, right? Okay, so you want to take your time. Like, I didn't really let that dry as much as I should have. But then let's clean off my hands. Again, you can take, and you can do brown edges. I'm just using white, and it'll just be kind of consistent throughout the beach papers. And they don't have to be, like I said, they don't have to be a themed paper. They could just be a pretty paper, Or you could gesso them all. Just gesso, have white gesso, and then do scrapey painty. Let me put that there to prop that up. Scrapey painty painted papers. Paints. You don't have to do paper. You can just do gesso and paint, or I use just white paint. Please take a moment to check to see if you hit the thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Carla. Sometimes we actually go down a rabbit hole into the meerkat tunnels. Oh, that's going, gee, that's got to go in the Wingnut book. Go down rabbit hole to the meerkat tunnels. Good one, Jean. Goes in the Wingnut. And for those of y'all who don't know what the Wingnut book is, it's when somebody says something like Jean just said. And I got to put Denise's in here too. Hers is just written on a piece of paper from last night. But it just gets stuck in the Wingnut book here. And it does no rhyme or reason. It just gets put in there. And you can see we have a few hundred in here. We have a few hundred quips, quotes, and funny things. And this is a Wingnut book, because we're all a bunch of wingnuts. Good one, Jean. Oh, okay. Let's try this. Hi, Devin Rods. Yes, I'm facing it in so that it faces the pictures on this side. Make sure everything's dry as we go. And again, then you can put two pictures here, and you can have relax and unwind here. And then maybe we could have one of these chairs here. Have one of the chairs here, and then you could have a picture here. So you seeing how this is working? You smell what I'm stepping in? And then like this one, I almost kind of like it just like it is. You know, I think I would put some neater tape down here. Dee Dee new title for Jean Journal. Sandy Shorts. So if I want to make this a little, you know, I can just put some tape. You can do all kinds of things, guys. It doesn't have to just be paper. Like I said, it can be, you know, paint, scrape paint, gesso, and then paint. Okay, so I think I'm going to sand this first. If you want to sand, it is easier to sand before you put it on the book. If you want to sand, I can't really show you because I'm not off camera. Let me see. Oh, how can I do this? Okay, here, let me take my gesso bottle here. So imagine this is the end of the table. Then you just put your piece of paper or whatever it is you want to sand down, put it on the edge of the table like this, and then just use the edge of the table. Use the edge of the table as the edge to sand down. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do down here on the edge of my table. You just won't be able to see me do it. But it's quicker to sand it before you glue it in. On the edge of the table. You have the same heat gun. It's got to be, oh, mine's at least 25 years old. I've had that I've had that heat gun for at least 25, maybe 30 years. Paula has the same one, and she's had hers probably near as long. Okay, so now you see how I've sanded the edges? So now we'll go over here. I need some more glue. I need to get another jar of glue out here shortly. Add a little water just to keep it moist. And I'm going to put some down here. And go all the way to the edge, the paper. And then put it on the back of the paper. Oops, let's not glue it upside down. And you just continue to do this throughout the whole book. And you're just using an accordion file. Of course, it doesn't have to be an accordion file. It could just be any kind of junk journal. You could do like Kathy Berg has one that she's doing. It's called is it called your girl journal, Kathy? And it's just in a 3-ring binder, or maybe it's a 2-ring binder, but it's in a binder. And so you can do the same kind of thing in a scrapbook binder or just in a binder that you punch holes in your packaging and put it in a 3-ring binder, girl binder. Put it in a binder. So it doesn't have to be, your junk journal doesn't have to have your junk glued into an accordion. It can just be, like I said, in a binder or anything. Kathy suggested you put your lake pictures in this. I don't know. I have a few recent ones, but most everything is in my scrapbook, my big scrapbooks. You know, my big scrapbooks. But yeah, it would be a good one for the lake or a beach vacation. You know, I probably still have some old beach pictures from when we've taken the kids to the beach and stuff like that. I could probably, you know, make a special beach one. Or you know what I could do is nah, they won't do it. I was going to say I could take it to the lake and have the family at the family lake house and just everybody can stick their own pictures in it, but they won't do it. What would happen is they'd go, okay, here's a picture. Just drop it in. You know, they're not going to keep up with it. It'd have to be up to me to do it. But again, you got your little words. You know, you got your little words here. you know, any kind, of course, any kind of stickers, any kind of thickers, you know, the year, the dates. You can put all that in with stickers and thickers. Thickers are just puffy stickers, you know, and you can decorate it. I could put a, you know, a ribbon around it. Have some. You could look right here. There's a little hole there. Let me see here. Let me go down. I'm going under the table. Or as Ian says, I have the TARDIS under here. Let's see. Okay, here. There's just a piece right here that just happens to. That's a little teal. I'd rather have a white or well, here's a pink one might be good. Oh, there's a cream color piece of. Gotta put that back. A cream color piece of twill. So have a little piece of twill here. Don't need that big, but I'm going to put it big so that it's easier to do. So I got this hole here. Little tag type thing. There you go. There we go. And I got this little piece that could end up being something else. Bye, Becky. Thanks for stopping in. Y'all follow Clara. I don't know if Clara, have you done any? Well, she's probably already gone. She's been doing portrait commissions and posting them on Instagram. But I don't know if she's done one in the last week or two. Let me fix my little chair here, my squeaky chair. Hi, Jersey. We're crafting, Jersey. We're doing photo documentation junk journal. Okay, so, and it's in a jean journal. So let me show you all that again real quick. So it is a pair of my old overalls. And the straps, here we go around. And they actually are the closure. They are the closure right here. So, you know, they are the closure. And you can put, if you do use this like as a going out and sketchbook and putting paper in it that you could actually sketch on instead of, you know, photo documentation, then you can put your pens and pencils. You could actually have a strap on here to carry it. And it can be like your little traveling sketchbook instead of the traveling pants. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. It's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Art Pants. Art Pants. Bye, Scoops. Thanks again, Scoops, for my birthday present. Thank you so much. So, yeah, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Art Pants. I couldn't resist. Sorry. Okay, so now let's open it back up. Move the little straps out of the way. And we have a couple of pages done here. Do you like the Traveling Art Pants journal? Yeah, Kathy. And now we have a few pages here ready to add pictures. And again, so you have your packaging here, and you can completely cover it up, or you could paint it. You could paint it, you know, gesso it out, and then scrape. Let's do one of those. Let's take some white paint here. I'm gonna need to get a little more, and I'll probably need 2 coats because I'm covering up some black, you know, background there. Where's my paint? Right here. So we'll do a little scrapey one here, just so you can see different things that you can do. And you can use a brush again, or a sponge or something. Y'all know me, I love to finger paint. We do a lot of finger painting in our collage world building. And speaking of all my collage and stuff, you know, I'm redoing my art room here. So I took down yesterday, Hubster and I, he did help me when he got home. I'd had most of it done. We had probably about 8 to carry down when he got home, but I had the bulk of it done. So I took all my art books out of here. Now, when I say all my art books, I don't mean color books, and I don't mean my art journals, my personal art journals, but all the other books. I'm looking around the room. Oh, no, the other thing I did not take out of here were my abandoned books, because those are projects I'm working on. So I have my abandoned books still left in here, my color books still left in here, and my art journals still left in here. But all the other shelves and shelves and shelves full of art books, I moved them all downstairs. By doing that, I was able to get up, except for some portfolios that are still on the floor, I was able to get up all my books off the floor. So I have no books on the floor except some portfolios, which I have a space for those as I shuffle things around. But by taking all my art books downstairs, I freed up shelf space to put other things. So you're picking up when I lay it down. Denise always says that, Julie. She always says that. You pick up when I'm laying down, or you smell what I'm stepping in. She's the one that says those. I just get it from her. So no, it's just a lot of trips, Eileen. It was a lot of trips downstairs. That's what I did on my birthday yesterday. While I had Kathy and Colleen in the background, I was hauling books downstairs. Now, Denise is, like I said the other day, it's on order and they should be delivered this week. I have 2 nice bookcases, wood bookcases being delivered that she got me for my birthday, along with my AirPods. She got me 2 nice bookcases that are going to go in the man cave. And then what I'm going to do is, from the library, I'm going to move Hubster's books. There are a lot of political and a lot of other leather books and nice books. They're all going to go on those cases in the man cave, and that frees up in the library for me to shelve all those art books I took down. My whole library floor is stacks and stacks of books at this time. So I have a lot of work to do in the book department, in the library. I have to shelve my library. So that's what I did yesterday on my birthday, which was fine. I love doing it. Yeah, if y'all missed where I did the little Vancouver Island trestle thing, that photo thing that Jean, Lady True North Jan, sent me, then watch the first 30 minutes of this video. Yeah, I will, Colleen. I have more room in here already because there's no books on the floor. Let me show you here where the books were. Hang on. I'll just show you what's going on over here. Hang on. Oh, I don't want that right now. So over in this corner where I usually have a lot of books, look what's going on right now. This is what's going on. That there were piles of books right there. And now Hi, Mary. Okay, and do I need to plug in my phone? No, it's good. I know she's sleeping because I can't let her up here with the cords because she'll want to knock them down. All right, so now I have some white paint on here. So now what I can do is take some other acrylic paint and perhaps my palette knife here. Pick up a little white and a little blue. Need a little more white. Need to get out another jar of white. And then we can scrape some background here. And again, you could put a photo over this or a word or the place. You know, this is just like to have a background there. Okay, and that's all you really got to do. Then you can just paint these and then lay a photo on or a word. Okay, let's try that. Are you having trouble getting in, Mary? I'm working in my Jean junk journal. Thanks, Jersey. Yeah, you either love it or could leave it on a project like this. And I keep trying to straighten this when it's really actually my camera that's crooked. When I bumped it, there we go. When I bumped it a minute ago. So again, let's see, that's got a little bit of wet paint there still. So it's all a bunch of stuff, guys. Look, a Pringles, a card, packaging. It's all just packaging stuff. So you just put it together in a however you want to do it. You can either put it in a ring binder. This happens to be an accordion file that I cut down, and the accordions themselves is where I glued in all the little packaging and stuff. See there, you can see it right there, the accordion file. And then you just go in here and you can cover it with paper, which is what we've been doing, covering it with pretty papers. It could be a theme or not. And then you can use, your words. Let me get Mom's picture back again. Although in this picture, she's in the woods. She's not on the beach. But put your pictures. It's an old picture of Mom. I think it's in the 40s. There you are, Mommy. There's Mom. She's probably about, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, something like that. And these are all original photos. My grandfather, who loved to fish, was also a photographer. So all these pictures that I have are all his photos, Grandpa's photos. So you could put that there. You see how it's working out? You could add the words down here. You can do here. So photo documentation. So there we go. So just so you can kind of see. Here's another picture. Here's Grandma and Mom. I don't know what they were out in the woods wearing dress. Grandma was wearing a dress and a big hat. I don't know what was going on there. But yeah, these are old pictures. And I do have a couple of, here's my grandpa. This was at Christmas when he came to visit us. Just so y'all can see, this had to be let's see, maybe 1967. Here's 1967. Look at that TV, guys. Look at the Christmas tree. It's a white flocked Christmas tree. That was like 1967. Yeah, I do. I have quite a few pictures of Mom, and now there's more. She has a lot of them. She just gathered me up a few. She gathered me up a few, and put them in this little book. I just have all here. Here's all right. Here, this is the same Christmas. Here's me that same Christmas. Flocked Christmas tree. And that right there, oh, let me tell you this. See that star on the wall? You know what that's made out of? That's made out of IBM punch cards. That right there, IBM punch cards. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That star is made out of that and sprayed IBM punch cards sprayed gold. Yeah, these are originals here. These are all originals. All right, here's my mom. And again, she was maybe this one 12, 13. There she is about 12. Look how yellowed it is. See how yellowed that is? It's an old picture. There's Mom about 12 or 13 years old. I'm guessing. She would tell me exactly, but yeah. But anyway, she just put me together this little book. And there's my baby picture again. That's when Mom said when they gave me to her in the hospital, she thought that they gave her a Chinese baby. She thought she got the wrong baby. That's what Mom's told me. She goes, I thought they'd give a Chinese baby. But that's me when I was a baby. 3 months old or something like that. Anyway, guys, so just to show you, you can just use any kind of, put your pictures in here and your stickers and your whatever. So again, you can just do a background like this, or you can, continue to, glue things down. I'm going to leave this one as is just for the example. But look, here's another place where you can put a tag. Where's that little? Here's a little piece of this left. It's not quite big enough to. Oh, maybe I could tie it. Not quite big enough. It's not big enough to do the loop, like the loop. But I could probably do just a tie like that. So you can use your ribbons, use all your stuff. It's a junk journal. You want to use your junk. Use your junk. Hi, Shy. Anybody else? All right. So then we go to the next page here. And again, we got the back. I'm not going to do this one now because I'll have to take this out. I'll have to take this out to paint or do anything here. So I'm just going to leave these two. Let's go on to the next one just so you can see. There's a moon pie, Julie. Julie Topaz, a moon pie packaging. This is the banana one. The banana moon pie. We like the chocolate ones, but a lark's head knot. Oh, is the one loop. Thanks, Gina. So here, like we can do, let's just glue this down. So we can glue these starfish. Need a little more water. The glue dries pretty quick. Okay, put some on here. So let me get a show of hands of everybody here. How many of you do photo documentation, i.e. scrapbooking, or some kind of decorative photo projects, where you do something with your photos and other than just put them in a book? Who else here does something other than just put them in a book? Raise your hands. You like the banana version of the moon pie? Yeah. Devin Rex. I know. I don't take the time to do it anymore either. And I have, like I said, I've got at least 25 3-ring 12 by 12 binders. Let's see. Joe, Celia, Kathy Berg. Who else? Desert Nana, MB, Mary Beth, Jean. Well, yeah, Jean, and Jean's even done, she's shown some of her full-on books that she's done for family members for special occasions and Christmas, graduations. Jean's does a lot. And Deb D says she does, and she also does genealogy research. So does Janet. Janet does genealogy research. We've been saying we're going to get together and do more of it on what's the site, ancestry.com and all those. Jean says, I've done more for others than for you. Yeah, yourself. Yeah. And how many of y'all love, speaking of ancestry, how many of y'all love Lisa Joyner's show? The long lost, is it long lost relative? Long lost family. Long lost family. I love that show. How many of you love Long Lost Family? Raise your hand. I love that show. I have watched it. I think I've watched every one. I know, right, Ashley? Deb D. Oh, I love that show. Let's see. Okay. Kenny does. Tina does. My husband has done a lot of genealogy research. You ought to do a show on that, Kathy. Do you think you could get your husband and y'all could go on and talk about it? I wanted Janet to do it too. You girls that do that stream, do some genealogy. Tell how you do it. Yes, it's a TV show, Connie. It's a TV show, Long Lost Family. Kathy or Janet, y'all should do some stream on genealogy. I would watch it. Okay, so there we go. So you can cover these, or you can leave some. You could leave some packaging in there. It kind of is kind of cool, actually. You know. Oh, thank you, Pacola. She's like this. She's like a snapping turtle on those links. Pacola just put in a link to Long Lost Family. You watch it and cry. The kids look at you like, really, Mom? Ashley. I watch them myself, so yeah, if I cry, no one sees me. Kathy goes, he wants me to do mine. Maybe I will. He's found relatives as far back as the 1600s. See? Now, my sister, in my family, it's my sister that's really done the most genealogy research. Jody, she's done the most research. And she found my grandmother's so it would be my great great grandmother, traced her back to, I think it was Scotland. And so anyway, but Jody has all that information on our family. And my grandpa's family, we have the family Bible. Well, my uncle does. Mom's brother has the family Bible where, I mean, it goes back way, way back when they came over to Idaho and Montana. They came over in a covered wagon from back east. I don't remember where back east was, but my grandfather's family goes way back. So yeah, it is interesting. And she's told me some of her stories, and so maybe we ought to get y'all to do some of that. Okay, so well, I don't know. Do I want to cover up the moon pie? I kind of like that moon pie. But anyway, so do y'all get the idea? Do I need to keep going, or do you all want me to do another page or two? Because I think you get the idea. That's what I wanted y'all to see. Is how you can take and cover it with paper or paint it as a photo documentation, and use all your little stickers and whatever you got in it. Do another page. Okay, I'll do another page. I'll do another page, and then I'll show you guys one or two of my big scrapbooks, and then that'll probably be enough for the day. Thanks for the thumbs up though. Yeah. Okay, so I'll leave this one because it kind of goes with that beach theme, right? The colors. Now, I really should cover this up. I just like the moon pie-ness of it. But like here's the sand. Here's a piece of the sand paper. So what you can do, again, or at the beach. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should do that piece. Okay, so we're going to take, and we're just going to lay this down on top of it. And cut around, and take a pencil from the pencil here. Go around the piece here so you can measure like that. Okay, and you can use all these little scraps and do all kinds of things with all the scraps too. I put everything in my journal: art, shopping list, photos. Yeah, so yours is a smash book, Deborah. That is a smash book. When you put everything, well, you can call it other things too, but that's what they are, smash books. The original scrapbooks back in the turn of the century, that's what they had in there. They had photos and notes and cards and letters. So, original scrapbooks years, 100 years ago, that's what they were. But then they just kind of went into more fancier scrapbooks. But when you put everything in it like that, then it's like a smash book where you put everything in there. Okay, so now let's go on the back of the moon pie. All right, so let's just go with the glue. Made me jump. It's no one I know. Comes up as spam risk. That means you don't get answered. Okay, so now, I was going to put the beach side, wasn't I? Oh, well, I got another one of these papers. I was going to put the beach at the beach showing, but I'll do that on the, I have more of this exact paper. So I already put the glue on it. I didn't want to sit here and wait for the glue to dry. So we're going to roll with the sand. We're going to roll with sandpaper. Uh, Janet says, I'll print out some of your stuff. Yeah, dude, Jen, I'd love to have, whether we talk about it or whether you do a stream on it. I want to do more, I like that. I like listening to it. I like the stories. I love hearing stories about, and speaking of stories, if y'all have never watched, what's the name of the show now? Hang on, let me think. Where they do the gold, searching for gold out in the, I'll have to get back with y'all, but there's a YouTube channel, and they used to be on History Channel. They had one or maybe two seasons on the History Channel, and now they just do it on YouTube. And I love hearing their history stories of each individual person. His name is Wayne, but I can't think of the name of the show right off the top of my head. Superstition Mountains. If you look up Superstition Mountains on YouTube, look for Wayne. No, it's not Gold Rush. I remember Gold Rush. I've drawn every one of those guys. Superstition Mountains, the one that because there's probably more than one where people go out to Superstition Mountains in Arizona, but it's Wayne. His name is Wayne, and they used to be on History Channel. And they do a lot of history talk on that show. Yeah, the PBS Finding Your Roots, that's another good one, Claire. That one's about famous people, finding the roots of famous people, whereas Long Lost Family is just everyday people looking for their family. But I do like that show too. So, okay, so there we go. Got that. And again, you can use words, on any of it. I just have this one cut out. So you can put words along with your pictures, and these have little arrows and little doodads and whatever, scrapbook supplies. Right now, if you have a lot of pictures that you'd want to do with anything to do with Valentine's, whether it's your old wedding pictures or memorabilia or something to do with your love life or something like that, Valentine stuffs are all on sale. You can get it real cheap, like at Michael's and Hobby Lobby and all that. Valentine papers, Valentine stickers and doodads and all that. So you could make one of these junk journals with your packaging. Upcycle. You could upcycle your packaging into with Valentine Day themed papers, because it's cheap now to get them, right? Oh, thank you, Pacola. Oh my gosh. She just put Superstition Mountains link right there. Yeah. And so they used to be on the History Channel, and now they just record videos. Wayne's son does the videography. And I just like Wayne. And you can follow him on Facebook, and so, okay, so I think you get the idea. So you can just keep going. I think I like this brown one. This needs to be covered up, but I don't really feel like taking all this apart again. But it does need to be covered up, even if it's just like that. This one would work on here. A little journaling spot. Let's see what else do I have over here. Sand and sea. That one's going the wrong direction for what I want here. Same thing. Oh, here. So like that. So you see where we're going? See where we're going here? And even if a little bit shows, you can cover it up if you want with white paint around the edge. Let's see what I can do here without taking it apart. Oh, the little blue got on there. That's good too. Put a little blue in there. And again, if you don't think that this is going to be sturdy enough, make sure you reinforce it with tape, with more masking tape to sturdy it up before you glue the paper on. Then they'll never come out. All right, so let's dry that real quick. Man, I don't think I have enough. Let me pull out a little bit more glue here. Need a little bit more glue. Do I like this one? Actually, yeah, no, because that one's going to go on this. So we'll put it on this side. So I'll put some glue with some little water. I should pull out, Mary Beth, I should pull out, you might have seen them before. I do have some pictures with Annie and them at Joshua Tree. I did scrapbook some pages there. All right, let's see. Let's get some of this. I got a little too much glue because I thought, oh yeah, I forgot we're not going all the way to the edge. So let's get off some of that excess glue there. Recommend Elaine where she. Oh, thanks, Kathy, for posting that link. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's try this. And then I think I'll get a couple scrapbooks out and show you, and then we'll make it a short day. I got to get some more work done in this room. I think I want a piece. I want a piece of this kind of torn to make it look kind of torn. I think I want some kind of torn tape on there, maybe on the corners, just to have it look more vintagey like. I'm just going to make them messy, right? Something like that. Leave it like that. And then this one I can end up putting on that page. So I just had cut out, a few of these things just to use as examples. So again, this is the junk journal. This is what it looks like. It folds up like this. And it's an old pair of my overalls. Turn into a junk journal, but you can use an old pair of jeans. An old pair of jeans and use the waistband here. Put the pockets in. And then you could also make it the traveling art pants. The girls traveling art journal pants. And you could use, the belt loops. You could put the belt loop as a handle. Lots of things you could do with it. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed a little idea with the with that. Isn't it fun? Isn't it a fun book? Okay, so let me slide this over to the side here, make a little space. I'll go grab, but my scrapbooks are in the other room. So let me go grab two of them. Give me just a minute. Here, I'll give y'all something awesome to look at. There's something awesome to look at for just a minute. Hang on. Sip of juice. Now, I'm not going to go through all the books. I mean, I'm not going to go through page by page. I'll pick out a few pages to show you guys, just so you can kind of see kind of my scrappy style. And I don't really do it much anymore. I'm just going to be honest. I don't, these are all 12 by 12, 2-inch, 3-ring binders. But I'll show you a couple different ways that I do documentation. Let's see, I'm going to kind of be picky here. Okay, so here's one way you can do it. And that's the Project Life way. Okay, it's going to have a glare right there. And so you use different little, Project Life has different size sleeves. This is when they're out there in Hollywood at the Beverly Hills. But anyway, they're little individuals. So you can do little individual pictures. I'm going to pick out here. Here's one I did of Annie going, walking up the canyon. This is when Logan was really little and she's in the stroller. But you see how messy it is? And it's just a bunch. And oh, the other thing I want to tell you is you can use different size pages. So you can put in 8.5 by 11, 12 by 12. You can put in the sleeves. But anyway, so this is all just literally scrappy. This is how I like to scrap, with scraps. So you can kind of see, the kind of way I like to scrap. Now, again, I don't want to show everything, but I'm trying to kind of pick and choose. Some of these are older. Some are from 2003. Okay, so, and then here's one of my 12 by 12 pages. So this was at the pumpkin patch, and this was probably 8 years ago. And there's Annie and Logan at the pumpkin patch. So you see how I just like to put random stuff. It doesn't have to match. Like, I don't have to have all pumpkins, right? So you can put all kinds of stuff, and the papers, like those hearts, that has nothing to do necessarily with the pumpkin patch, right? But you can use all these little scraps and little bits and layer. Look, that's some Christmas paper. Christmas paper with the pumpkin patch. So this is the kind of way I like to scrapbook. So if you are a scrapper, you will appreciate this. Look, little buttons, just all kinds of little, literally scrappy kind. This one's 2013. Did I say 6 years ago? Is that right? 7 years ago now. Well, it'll be 7 years in October. So 6 years ago. Yeah. So I'll just try to show some highlights. And then most of my journaling type stuff I do is on the backs. So if I want to put a lot of any journaling, even though I'll have journaling spots, sometimes I'll put a date or a place on there, but anything I want to remember, I put on the back. Thank you. So there's Annie and Logan at the ice cream shop, and they're going to come visit in April. They'll be here in April. That's why I'm trying to get my art space organized and my library organized before they come out. So you see, I want to show you all there's little, what do you call it? Sequins and just layers of scraps, a doily, sequence. It doesn't have to be all so coordinated. Okay. All right, here we go. Mary Beth, are you still here? Oh, I've got my sleeve in there. Well, I should take it out, because this is one of the trips they took to Joshua Tree. Look, I did it. There's a new sheriff in town. This is like 2000. What did I say, 13? This one's 2013. So here's more. There's one there. I got more pictures. I think they're just not in this. They're not with this particular spread. But I love that picture from far away. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Let's look. Okay, here's this one when they went on the ski slope. And again, I want to show y'all, I want y'all to pay attention, not so much to the family pictures, but to the style and the way the scrapbooking style. See? So lots of layers. And when you use lots of layers of paper, like this big paper here is one sheet, but all these are not whole sheets. Those are just little strips. So you don't have to use whole sheets of paper to put along the edges and stuff, right? See, it's got all kinds of little scrappy bits. There's another one. All kinds of little. All right, let's see what else I can. Oh, here we go, Mary Beth. And all the pictures I printed out myself. So all the pictures are my own. I mean, they're Annie's off of. I have to grab them off of Facebook because she doesn't print out any pictures. So I had to grab them off Facebook and print them out myself. So I got like the little compass there, and just really love this one. I love this one. This one too. There's another one. I like them to be like art, almost like art pages. So you can see the kind of stuff that I put in them. All along the edges, there's some die cuts, just little bits of paper. Yeah, thanks guys. So they'll be here in April, and they've done videos with me before. So, all right. So I think that might be all in this one. Oh no, I got one more to show you. This is Hubster, 1959. This is his family, his brothers and sisters and two cousins in Savannah. And everybody teases them. They have all these fish on the string that they all need to eat that fish. They all look how skinny they all look. Oh, thanks, Mary Beth. This is Hubster right there. There's Hubster in 1959 Savannah. And his sister. There's my mother-in-law. This is, years ago, obviously. And yeah, the cousins. But look at the vintage paper. It's just perfect. That's one of my nieces. Let me show you. This is when Boof got her new cheer shoes. This was in 2013 when she was so cute and little. Look, 2013. Who else gets so excited about cheer shoes? Look, it was like Christmas to her to get new cheer shoes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now you can't go over to the cords. No. I think they think those cords are toys just for them. So anyway, that's all I'll show in this book, I think. So, but you can see there's a lot in these books. Let me do a quick flip real quick to see what I can show you in here. Here's one of my, this one's like called My Project Life. There's a picture. This is in Savannah. There's a picture of me there. And these are all, see, they're all just random things. Like some are bigger pictures. Some are Cameron when he just got his glasses. Here's a beach picture. This was in 2013 when they were little there. But look how big. All right, here, let me take. This is a Bo Bunny paper page. So y'all would recognize. But look, it's got the glitter thickers. And all just kinds of little stuff. And I just, at the time I was doing a lot of these, I liked at least one big focal point picture like that. I just love doing, although I have all kinds of other ones too. That's when we went to the Museum, the Salvador Dali Museum. What else? What can I show you here? Try not to show too, I don't mind showing some, but I got a good picture of Mom. Oh, here we go. Let's look at this one. Scrapbook. I don't know if Sister Woman John is still around. Here's when me, Denise, and Darcy, who Darcy is Darcy Glam, and we went to the Scrapbook Expo in 2013. So there's me standing in front of a whole bunch of stamp sets, and there's Denise, and course, of course, Denise steals all my friends. So there's Denise and Darcy. There's Denise and Darcy, John's sister, and we went to the Scrapbook Expo. There's me sitting on the floor with the phone. And yeah, so this, I don't know if John is still here or not. But anyway, that was a Scrapbook Expo in 2013. That was fun. Oh, here's some more. There's Darcy with, what's her name? Jenny Bolin. So there's Darcy with Jenny Bolin. Again, Jenny Bolin and her son. More of the scrap. There's Denise being funny. Anyway, so let's see. What else can I show here? Boo made school president. Had to do a page on that. And of course, she did cheerleading. So I've got tons of cheerleading. Okay, so here's one of Cameron's. This is one of Cameron's Halloween. Okay. These are Halloween makeup that he's done. So this is Cameron's makeup, Halloween makeup. He and his friends there. Look, he painted that shirt. The shirt is a painted shirt. And he painted his arms and everything to look like skeletons. And then there's a close-up. There's this close-up there. I know. And then his friends, they all, all the makeup. There's close-up of his hands. Isn't that cool? So, yeah. See, I don't do all these pictures. These are back like 2013. All right. So, I think that's out of this book. Oh, I got to show you this picture. Let me see if I can take it out. This is one of my favorite pictures. Me and Boo and Cam when they were little. See, when you're a Nana, you get to do this. So there's me and Cam and Boo when they were little. Look how cute. I'm sorry. Those are the cutest kids ever. Okay, so let's see. I got a couple more pages I want to. Oh, there's some of Cameron's artwork in there too. Okay, all right. So let's move this. Thanks for humoring me. All right. Next one. Let me look real quick. See if there's something I can show. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is Annie and Dan glamping. This is glamping, and this is what they do in California. They go glamping. I love this picture. So look, I got a little stuff around the edges there. That's glamping. Aren't they so cute? So there's a glamping page. I know this is probably like, who shows their family pictures on their stream? Don't email me. Then here they are at the wineries, the Roosevelt Hotel, all in Hollywood stuff. I won't show all that right now. Oh, this picture fell out. Let's put that back. Hang on. Here's when they visited us. Here's I want to show you all the stuff on this one. This is Logan when he had his little burr haircut and he was sleeping on my shoulder. But look at all the stuff that I got in there. I got some good doodads. Good doodads in this one. Let's see. Okay, I'll show y'all two more that I really like. This is my mom. This is my mom page. And I did her all in this gray and yellow because I matched. This was on Mother's Day a few years ago. And that's her corsage. So I matched everything to her corsage. Yeah, body people. Gene, you would be the one to notice that. Oh my gosh. So I matched all the little stuff to mom's corsage. Isn't she pretty? And then I did one of grandma because grandma was a gardener. And so this, and of course, grandma passed away a few years ago, but this is my grandma. This is mom's mom. This is my mother's mother. So this is my grandma. So you can see I did lots of little. And I think she lived to be 90, I'm thinking 96. Mom will correct me if I'm wrong. I think she was 96. Thank you, Lizbeth, for the $50 super chat. Oh my gosh. You are really fantastic with a whole lot of love. Thank you, Lizbeth. Oh my gosh. How sweet. Let me write you down because I'll have to send you something. I like to send out my channel supporters little things. Thank you so much, Lizbeth. If I don't I think I have your address, but if you'll send it to me again, here's my email. There's my email. I think I got it right. Picola will correct me if not. Thank you so much. You're fantastic too. All of you are. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And my birthday. Thanks so much. Very, very sweet and generous. Well, here's one of Annie and Hubster. There's Annie and Hubster at a winery, one of the wineries out there in California. But notice all the stuff. See how it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to have wine bottles. You go to a winery, you don't have to have wine bottles. Thank you, Lisbeth. Very, very sweet and generous. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, here come the cats again. They're going to one up on them. Okay, here's one of Logan out somewhere in California in a rock climbing place, 2014. But here he is doing. And so look at all the stuff I put on there. Arrows, string. So just so you can kind of see, it doesn't have to be rocks on a rock climbing wall. So just so you can kind of see. Right? Oh, thanks, Faithful. Next time I get out my, do you not have a cutting machine? Next time I get out my Her Majesty Camille, my cameo, silhouette cameo, I'll have to cut you out some butterflies. Because that's what I do. When I get out Her Majesty Camille, I cut things out for people. I just cut them out for you guys. I use them occasionally, like you just saw, but I always cut out extras for all you guys. Let's see. All right, I'll show you one more out of this book, and this is Mom and Ken. Y'all know that Mom lost Ken about 6 months ago. This was in 2015 when they came out to visit us. There's Mom and Ken. And then this one here, there's Mom and Ken again. So, yeah, you don't have to add things that are directly tied to whatever it is. Okay, here's one more. Here's Logan out in California on his baseball team. Again, this was like how it's laid out. I love that look. I love that kind of wonky look. Connie, girl, you're on the way to the doctor and you're super chatting me. Thank you so much for the $49.99 Super chat, Connie. Lots of birthday love coming your way. Oh, Connie, thank you so much. And I hope you're okay. I hope you're not. I mean, I know your knees. You're getting your shots thing, but I mean, other than that, which hopefully that will help your pain. But I hope you're doing okay because you're not around as much anymore. We worry. We worry that you're not around as much. Thank you so much, Connie. I wrote you down too. Thank you, guys. Okay, Jean. Thank you, Jean. All right. Well, I think, guys, let me look in the last book I brought in here, see if there's anything else that's different as far as scrapbooking techniques. I'm trying to show as many different techniques as I could. Okay, this is a good one. This one's a lot older. This was Boo's first day in junior high. So she would have been like 11. This would have been 2000. I think this was 2014. And so I got a picture of her with her locker. Now, back then, I don't know if they still do it a lot because, Boo's in high school, combo high school, college, and Cameron's in college. So I don't know if junior high girls still decorate their lockers. But she decorated, it was a big thing to decorate your locker. So Denise took this picture of her at her locker. But what I want to show you in particular is look how it's a double-sided page. So what I did is I rolled up all the edges to make it like kind of distressed, and you can still see some of the papers. There we go. See that? Little washi tape there and real distressed. This is on a piece of tone tan cardstock as a base. And yeah, just so you can kind of see some of the different things that you can add. So anyway, guys, I think that might be enough. Y'all, I'm sure, got nanted out. Oh my gosh, you should see. Oh, one more cheer picture. Okay, so this is when Boo was in cheerleading. This was in 2014 as well. Let me get the picture. And Mom came. So this one is kind of real meaningful to me because Mom loved to shoot. If y'all have never done sports or cheering for kids in high school, it's kind of expensive. And Mom was a big supporter and helper with that for Boo. And so there's Mom. So I titled this, "You Are My Great Cheerleader." So Mom saying Boo's a great cheerleader, and Boo saying that her grandmother, well, it's her great grandmother. Her great grandmother is her biggest cheerleader. So yeah, thanks, Mary Beth. So I love this picture, and they do wear a lot of makeup. They wear makeup and cheer. Doesn't matter if they're 6 years old or 16, but so their faces show up from the stage. So anyway, I love this picture. And that was in 2014. So I love the title. You're my biggest cheerleader. Isn't that? I mean, I love that. So you can kind of see all the stuff that I put around. There's distressed edges, washi tape. What do you call it? Doilies. I know it's a cheerleader tribute. It is, Miss Mary Berry. So that was Mom and Boo. And she was always, their teams always won competitions. They won nationals one time. They got to go to Florida, to Epcot Center, to the nationals. So Boo has made nationals. And as a matter of fact, I think this is the one. This is when they went 2014. They're in Florida where they went to the nationals. So that's a simple page right there. That was a simple page. And you look at all their bows. Those bows they get from every time they go to a different competition, they get different hair bows. Look at those collection of hair bows on their backpacks. So yeah, that's Boo, and that was probably her BFF at the time. So anyway, guys, thanks for indulging me. on my little reminiscing and looking at my photos. Now, of course, now when the kids come over, I say, do you want to look at photos or do you want any photos? And you know what they do? They get out their phones. Okay, I got one more that's really good. Well, this will be the last one. They get out their phones and take pictures of these pictures and Snapchat them. So this one is one of my fancier ones. So there's Annie stuff I put in this one. A hat pin. Look at all the fancy lace. So I jeweled this one up. So I love this picture. So I love this layout. So yeah. Well, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I again I appreciate all of you and your birthday wishes and everything. And hopefully in a couple of, well, probably in March, we are at 24,900 subbies, 900 and something. So when we get up to 25,000 subbies, I'm going to do a nice giveaway. I'll get a nice package of something to do for a giveaway, and it'll be a giveaway where you can leave a comment, and so everybody can participate, even if you can't be here live. So I try to do those, once or twice a year. So we'll celebrate the 25K subby celebration. So that's all right. Thanks, Kenny. I'm leaving too. So thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for all the support in the channel. Thank you for all the thumbs up, the subs, the likes, the notifications. Ring that bell if you want notifications. I don't do a lot of impromptus, but I did do those other two impromptu posts of they weren't live, but I mean, I posted when we went to the Hobby Lobby. So I do a few, but you're welcome. So make sure, guys, support each other, follow each other's YouTube channels, follow each other on Instagram or Twitter or wherever all the fibs, friends in the box, wherever they all are posting, so you can like and share and support everybody else's art and photography and creativity. Okay? All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.